Hi guys, I'm here. Uh, this video is for my 2018 album of the year, or my album of the year. My hip hop album of the year for 2018. And that album is Apathy, the Widow's Son by Apathy, of the Army of the Theros clique and of the Demigods clique. Apathy, the Widow's Son. I'll get more into the album in specific in a second. I'm wearing my Bald Adonis t-shirt here. I'll leave you guys a link for the Bald Adonis' YouTube channel in the comment section of this video. Shout out to Mike the Bald Adonis from Dorchester, Massachusetts, USA. Shout out to Mike the Bald Adonis. Yeah, big shout out to Mike the Bald Adonis. And again, I'll leave in the comment section of this video a link to Mike the Bald Adonis's YouTube channel. Okay, on to my choice for hip hop album of the year for 2018. It's Apathy, the Widow's Son. Now, I'm going to explain first here. Some hip hop heads or conspiracy theorists may not approve of this. Apathy is a Freemason. I don't know what degree Freemason he is, but he's a Freemason. He made that apparent on a track he released almost 5 years ago called The Grand Leveler from his album Connecticut Casual, and I'll put the link in the comment section for the Grand Leveler music video and for Connecticut Casual, the Discogs link. But Apathy, I don't know what degree of Freemason Apathy, the alien tongue, or Apathetic, the alien tongue, or as he's most commonly known, Apathy. I don't know what degree of Freemason he is, but he's a Freemason, and that might not fly with other underground, alternative, and independent hip hop artists. That might not go well with some conspiracy theorist types. But regardless, Apathy is an incredibly talented MC. So on this album, The Widow's Son, I bought the deluxe version that has the acapellas and also the instrumentals. So we go to Apathy, The Widow's Son. I'm looking on Discogs here. He released it on I think it's an album. I think it's his own record vanity label, and maybe it's self-titled, his friend's label as well, Dirty Version Records. He released it on March 2nd of 2018. And let's start with the features here. He has, to make sure it's AG of Showbiz and AG, obviously of Showbiz and AG of Digging in the Crates crew, the legendary Digging in the Crates crew. That's Big L was a member of that. Yeah, it's AG. It's not AG. There's another, I believe he's a New York City rapper. I'll put the link in the Discogs link in the comments section. Called AG the Coroner. It's not the same rapper as AG of Showbiz and AG and Digging in the Crates Collective. That's a feature on there. AG. DJ Mechalek. I guess he was doing scratches or co-production. I'm not too familiar with DJ Mechalek. I've heard his name before. In underground, looking up underground hip-hop websites and information and alternative hip-hop sites and information. Of course, he has there's Stu Bangas. If you look at Stu Bangas, I'll put the links to some of these producers and featured artists. Stu Bangas looks like a guy who uses special supplements for his aesthetic or bodybuilding career. I'm familiar with him, Stu Bangas. He's worked with Vinny Paz, Apathy, self-titled, 7L and Esoteric, basically all of that. AOTP and Demigods Click, mostly. Production by DJ Premier on the track The Order, by Knots on a track Alien Weaponry, or Knots Raw. It's also known as Knots Raw. Female singer, hip-hop neo-soul singer Brevi on the song Hypnosis. Producer on that was Messiah Music. Messiah Music has worked with the likes of Armand Hammer, the alternative hip-hop group Armand Hammer, and Quell Chris, the alternative rapper Quell Chris. On the track The Widow's Son, it features Ryu of Styles of Beyond. And apparently, from the way I read it, Ryu of Styles of Beyond, I guess, is a Mason as well, a Freemason as well. Feature has production by Chumzilla. I guess he's a current member of the Demigods, or associated. He was a member of the Demigods, Chumzilla. Again, I'll put the links to these guys. Apathy has worked with Brevi before. He's definitely worked with Chumzilla a lot before. DJ Elohim, he's a newer name. DJ Elohim. This is his first credit according to Discogs. DJ Elohim's co-production or feature on Fist of the North Star. So I'm going to get back to the rap, the MC features on here. I mentioned AG of Showbiz and AG, and of Digging in the Crates. Ryu of the Demigods, and apparently Ryu is a Freemason as well. Brevi, the hip-hop / neo-soul singer Brevi, on the very enjoyable track I Keep On. It's featuring and a co-production. I think Apathy co-produced it with Pete Rock, the legendary Pete Rock. There's a great feature on there by Pharaoh Monch, formerly of Organized Confusion. Pharaoh Monch absolutely kills that feature. Fist of the North Star. It's like kind of a prelude track. There's supposed to be a super duo of Apathy and Diabolic called Splinter Cell, I think. This has a Diabolic feature. Diabolic kills his feature on the track Fist of the North Star. And then we have the obvious self-titled feature on here. Chumzilla is listed as a feature on it too. The track Stomp Rappers. Stomp Rappers. It has a feature of self-titled, who, is Apathy's best friend probably in real life. He's always worked with Apathy. Chumzilla of the Demigods, or Demigods Associate Chumzilla, is there. And Mash Out Posse, MOPs, featured on the track Stomp Rappers as well. There's a track Legend of the Third Degree, produced by the bodybuilder Stu Bangas. DJ Tone Spliff is featured on there. He might have done cuts or mixing, I don't know. The track Rise and Shine, it has Locksmith, the former battle rapper and very talented underground and alternative MC lyricist. Locksmith is featured on the track Rise and Shine. And Smoke the World produced my favorite track on the album, which is the final track. It's called Obi-Wan, as in Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's Apathy's heartfelt tribute to his late father. It's produced by Smoke the World, who has worked with Apathy before, I think on Connecticut Casual and on his compilation series, It's the Bootleg, and probably on one of Apathy's EPs, or on the album he did with OC Perestroika, or on Apathy's album that came out before this, Handshakes with Snakes. Smoke the World has worked with Apathy before. But my favorite track on the album is Obi-Wan. And the reason why is it's a very heartfelt, spiritual, if you will, tribute from Apathy to his late father, who I believe died of cancer, I believe. And it took Apathy a while. I'm not sure when Apathy's father passed, but Apathy says in the song it took him a while to write the song, the track, the lyrics, for the track Obi-Wan. And it's a very heartfelt track. Great samples in it. Smoke the World did a great job. And I'm sure Apathy oversaw production on a lot of these. I mean, he has like some of these. Apathy is a super producer himself. Like if you see Stu Bangas here, Apathy obviously worked in a collaborative fashion with Stu Bangas. Apathy had a lot of say in the production of the song, say Fist of the North Star. Or if you look at the song Legend of the Third Degree, it has Tone Spliff and Stu Bangas. Obviously, Apathy had a lot of say into the production of that song, I'm guessing. Or where he has DJ Mechalek. Apathy was obviously in there with DJ Mechalek in close collaboration. Apathy is, a super skilled producer and MC. Obviously, he's going to show special respect to like a Pete Rock. He co-produced with Pete Rock. I would consider on the track I Keep On featuring Pharoah Monch on the lyrics, he co-produced with Pete Rock, who's one of Apathy's boyhood idols or teenage idols, hardcore East Coast hip-hop idols, legendary Golden Age artist Pete Rock, and definitely DJ Premier, formerly of Gangstar. They worked together on the song The Order. Apathy, I probably had to say. Apathy is like a super producer himself, and a super MC. Chumzilla, he worked closely with DJ Mechalek. So most of this stuff is executive produced, let's say, by Apathy. He had a lot of say on production of every single track on the album, obviously. If anybody knows Apathy's solo hip-hop career. But great features. AG of Digging in the Crates and Showbiz and AG. Ryu of Styles of Beyond. Brevi. Pharoah Monch. Pete Rock. Forgot there on the song A View of Hell, in brackets, Hell of a View, there's a Buck Wild feature. One of my favorite hip-hop producers of all time, Buck Wild, produced the song A View of Hell, in brackets, Hell of a View. And it's featuring maybe mixing or cuts by DJ Elohim. But Buck Wild is on there too as a producer. And he's one of my favorite producers of all time. Buck Wild of Digging in the Crates crew. The same crew that AG is in. And the late, great Big L, may Big L rest in heaven's paradise, is in. Okay, so if we look, Diabolic gives a good feature, self-titled, gives a humorous punchline-filled feature on Stomp Rappers. Nice hardcore feature on that same track by Mash Out Posse, MOP. Locksmith gives a excellent feature on the track Rise and Shine. And the co-production on the track Obi-Wan. And the track Obi-Wan is my favorite track on the album. I'll put the link from Apathy's YouTube channel or whatever on this of the track Obi-Wan. That's the only track on the album I'll put a link for. Smoke the World in a collaborative fashion with Apathy did very well in helping Apathy with this song. Apathy obviously came up with the lyrics and part of the production, but Obi-Wan, a very emotional, heartfelt song. I enjoyed it a lot. It's the last track on the album, track number 14. And in case he sees this, Stu Bangas I'm just going to go right and say Stu Bangas. I have nothing against people who use performance-enhancing drugs. Obviously I'm a competitive weightlifter, odd lifter. But based on the information, you're a bodybuilder. I'm not. So, no hate here, brother. You know what I'm saying? So, Knots. It's good to see Knots. Knots is a very solid. He's worked with mainstream, underground, alternative, independent. He's in my opinion, he's a hip hop production legend. It's good to see Knots on here. DJ Mekalek. DJ Mekalek's and Messiah Music. They're not very well known. But a little more on Apathy being a Freemason. Like I said, a lot of dope MCs I listen to, so let's say conspiracy-minded ones, Vinny Paz of Jedi Mind Tricks and Army of the Pharaohs, K Reno, Rascass. These are guys, with the exception of K Reno, that Apathy's worked with quite a bit. Possibly Chino XL, I don't know. You might. Immortal Technique for sure. Diabolic. A lot of these guys that Apathy has worked with, maybe even, let's see, R.A. the Rugged Man too, have come up with their own conspiracy theories about Freemasonry. I'm not a Freemason, obviously. Apathy is. And apparently Ryu of Styles of Beyond is. Now, in the underground hip-hop, I should just say Apathy is mostly an underground hip-hop artist, not really an alternative or independent. He's independent, but he's best known as an underground hip-hop legend. For some guys that might not fly, him being a Freemason. Like I said, in underground hip-hop, and there's a lot of conspiracy theories about Freemason. Cannabis. Jermaine Williams is also another guy who's gone on about Freemason conspiracies. Obviously, like I said, Cannabis, K Reno, Rascass, Vinny Paz, Diabolic, Immortal Technique, of course. Chino XL, possibly. It's alluded to it. R.A. the Rugged Man. And these are all guys, with the exception of K Reno, that Apathy has worked with. And I'm sure Apathy has at least talked over the phone with K Reno before, for sure. But, yeah, Apathy being a Freemason and underground hip-hop, he's kind of himself in interviews, he's possibly alluded to, can be uncomfortable at times, like all those major other underground artists are somewhat, in their lyrics anyway, appear to be anti-Freemason. They're conspiracy wingnuts, if you will. I'm a bit of a conspiracy wingnut, but Apathy is definitely realizes that him being a Freemason, and I assume Ryu of Styles of Beyond does as well, that a lot of these guys will look at him weird for being a Freemason in the underground hip hop community. Now, this is definitely, The Widow's Son is obviously a Masonic themed album from start to finish. Some tracks are more Masonic themed than others. There's obvious Masonic themed ones, and he has some weird kind of esoteric, cryptic kind of samples from Masonic, I guess they're speakers who are speaking to a group of Freemasons from like the 50s or 60s. That's pretty dope. He has some kind of like metaphysical kind of, I don't know what we call him, like a metaphysical philosopher talk and stuff, and his like a high level Freemason talk to other Freemasons, and he has his audio interspersed throughout the whole album. I don't know exactly where these samples are from. Apathy, it's hard to get a sample out of Apathy. sourced out of Apathy, of course. But there's let's see, the Spell Book, Masonry-based track, Chaos, The Widow's Son, The Order, A View of Hell, in brackets, Hell of a View, Fist of the North Star even, Legend of the Third Degree, obviously, Rise and Shine. Those are all Masonic themed tracks. The whole album is Masonic. It has a running theme of Freemasonry and spirituality, if you will, and philosophy and metaphysical, esoteric kind of themes or thematics, if you will, running through the whole album. The production is excellent. All Stu Bangas, like I said, Chumzilla, DJ Premier, Knots, Vertigo, who did keyboards on the track Hypnosis, Messiah Music, Buck Wild, Stu Bangas. Again, Stu Bangas, I'm not dissing your lifestyle choice. Each their own. I don't bodybuild. Tone Spliff, DJ Mechalek, Smoke the World. All these people worked in a collaborative fashion with Apathy to drop a real dope, memorable underground hip-hop album. It's my top hip-hop album overall of the year of 2018. The runner-up was K Reno's Mightier Than the Sword. This album was better overall in production. So if you have to add the elements of production and having features, and even these guys that Apathy co-produced with, when you mix it all together, it edges out K Reno's Mightier Than the Sword. So my album of the year for 2018, my hip-hop album of the year, is Apathy's The Widow's Son. The Widow's Son by Apathy. Highly recommend. I'll just put the link from Apathy's Bandcamp for the album and the deluxe version with the acapellas and instrumentals, and I'll put a link for his website from Dirty Version Records. Buy his album, buy his merch, support Apathy as a hip-hop artist. Super dope. One of the greatest, top 20 hands down MC of all time. Or even, he's in the top 20 MC of top 20 MCs ever to pick up a mic ever in the English language anyway. Top 20 of all time. Great features, great production. It must be, like I said, awkward for him in underground hip-hop where conspiracy theories abound. And speaking of that, just a little sidebar here. My shirt, you can't really see it. I know. I don't have a camera stand. The Bald Adonis. Speaking of that, shout out again to the Bald Adonis. I will put the link to his YouTube channel in the comment section of the video, along with these other artists that Apathy worked with on this album. Bald Adonis, yeah. The Bald Adonis, as a sidebar, has every couple of weeks he puts out a video discussing conspiracy theories, so I just thought I'd throw that in there on the topic of Freemasonry and conspiracy theories. So check out that link. Click on that link to the Bald Adonis' channel. Hit like on all his videos and subscribe to his channel. See if I can get the Bald Adonis in writing here. Now I'm using my smartphone camera, right? BALDADONIS. Paul Adonis. There you go. Check him out. He's on Instagram too, and he's on YouTube. Anyways, it's going to be awkward for Apathy in the realm where conspiracy theories abound, which is underground hip hop. To be a Freemason, some of these guys, like I mentioned, might not approve of him being a Freemason, or might look at them weird. But each to their own. As far as I know, Apathy is on cool terms with every single one of those MCs who are conspiracy theorists that I mentioned. So, you know, and I think they have a great respect for Apathy's lyricism and career in underground hip hop. So, again, guys, I highly recommend that you buy this album, Apathy, The Widow's Son. I guess he gets the most money if you buy it from his Bandcamp. I'll put the Bandcamp link in the comment section of this video. I'll put the link for his record label, Dirty Version Records, and I'll put a link for where you can get merchandise. Apathy merchandise and Demigods merchandise. All right? Peace out, guys. I should mention before I end this video, I am going to do some power walking, which I haven't done in a while, for 6 weeks. And in March of this year, I will come out with my next video. I am going to start doing the heavy odd lifting training sets again. See where I can go with those. It'll take a while for me to get back in the swing of things. So I don't expect any PRs this calendar year of 2019. In 2020, though, it's coming. I'll fix my camera situation, get a good camera where I can film these heavy odd lifting sets, and I'm still lifting weights doing odd lifting training, I should say, regularly. I haven't lost a beat. My body weight stayed the same at 315 pounds. Haven't lost any physical strength. It's just a matter of finding a gym that will allow me to store this dumbbell. I've had, in a town like Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, Edmonton, it's been difficult because it doesn't have a big strongman or powerlifting culture here. And there's a lot of, I don't know if you want to use the term, red tape in bringing an extraneous piece of equipment, which would be my odd lifting dumbbell, into a gym, but I'll find a place. So I'll update you guys with that in March of this year, in 2 months or so. Okay, thank you guys, and remember to buy the album Apathy, The Widow's Son, and to subscribe to the Bald Adonis's YouTube channel and hit like on all his videos. Thanks, guys.